Are you constantly putting things off? Is your to-do list overwhelming you? And are you constantly waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment? The truth is, procrastination is secretly holding you back from achieving your goals and living your best life. In today's video, I'm going to break the reasons down on why we procrastinate, and I'm going to give you advice on how to stop you from delaying your own success. So, for the first thing that I want to go into is learning how to just start. And so, I've realized that we have a bad problem with over analyzing something. I realized that we will spend so much time on planning that we never even started on something. And so we have to learn to stop always waiting for that perfect moment, because nothing is ever going to be perfect. Something will always go wrong. So you always have to fix this. You're always going to have to fix that. Therefore, you just have to go ahead and start. And for the other point that I wanted to really make is that we have to start being comfortable with mistakes. I learned that I guess we have a fear of failure, of doing it the wrong way or not doing it like someone else, or I don't know, sometimes we just have to start. We always think that there has to be a formula. There's never a formula to really being successful. There's never really a formula of having a good idea. There's never really a formula, like I said, to be successful. You just have to go into it head on and just start. I would even say, for example, of this as YouTube, I remember I spent the whole summer before I had posted my first video and was like, oh, is this going to be the hook? Is this going to be the niche? I was you just planning so much instead of just starting, we overanalyze stuff so much that it's once you start, you'll sit there and you'll be like, oh, that wasn't even that hard. I could have been started. I could have been did this. That literally happened with me today. It was an assignment I had due. It was a lab, and I was pushing it off the whole weekend, and I finished it today and yesterday, and I was like, that was so easy. So we just have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be willing to make mistakes, and we just have to just start. It's not that hard. Make your mistakes. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and just get ready to start. That's going to be my first point for how to stop procrastinating. And so, for the second point that I want to talk about, I feel like this will be a little bit more clear than the first one, but it's, learning how to be better with time management, because I feel like that's another reason why we procrastinate or overanalyze, just that we don't think we have time to do whatever we want. But once you sit there and you kind of break things down, you become more organized with stuff, you'll be able to achieve whatever you want. And that was the thing that I put here, is being organized. I would say you can get you an agenda. I have me an agenda. I had this since the beginning of the school year, have stuff written in it. Even for this video a minute ago, I literally broke everything down. We, like I said, we got to plan, but we can't plan too much. But definitely having time management, I feel like some people even ask me, how do I juggle YouTube and school? And I'm like, hey, I don't know how. But I always make sure that I have a strict schedule, and I stick to that schedule, Monday through Thursday, get my workouts, I get my work done. But on the weekend, I don't do nothing but edit shorts, coming up with video ideas, filming. So I would definitely say, wherever you want, if you want to get to the gym, you just have to plan it out. You know what I mean? With all the books that I have read, all the self-help books that I have read, they have definitely taught me that it's for you to gain a habit, you have to make it easier for yourself. So if you're gonna always have something coming up, or a time conflict or time friction, you're never going to get it done. Scientifically, it's literally what happened, because all you're gonna do is be like, oh well, I have this. Oh, now I gotta put this on. Now I gotta push that back. You know what I mean? It's we have to be able to manage our time better. At the end of the day, if you want this goal, you want whatever you want what you dream of, you pray about, you achieve, you have to make time for it. That's just point blank simple. You're never ever going to achieve something if you're not even setting the time out to achieve it. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say time management is a really big one. And like I said, to break things down, we always want to overanalyze the big product or the final product, but we break everything down into simple itty bitty parts: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and throughout the week. It makes a lot of sense for you and for us. So yeah. Hope you guys understood that point for about time management, and I'm going to my number three. And so for the third thing that I want to talk about is the negative effects of procrastination. And I would say that it takes a big hit on your mental health, but it also really affects your long-term goals, because it's right now, all we have is time. And so it's if you're not using the time now that you have, then of course in the future, the things that you're praying and that you dream and you believe about now, you for sure won't have them because you're just pushing it off. You know what I mean? If you can't believe in your own stuff that I could be this person, I could run this business, I can make this music, I can make this YouTube channel, I could get this degree, then it's like, when will you be ready? When do you think you can be that person? You know what I mean? And that's what procrastination does, because once again, you're procrastinating because you're sitting in that failure. You're sitting in fear. So you're never being your true self. You're never living in your truth. You're never really living in your confidence. And so that's how I would explain, if how it's affecting your mental health. It's the same thing if I would say like getting into the gym. I know it's a lot of people for the new year, they're like they want to get into the gym, they're being more active in the gym, but it's like you realize, right? The gym can help you with your confidence. It can help you look at you differently. It can help you appreciate your body and just your figure more, whoever you are, your figure more. But you realize the more and more that you're delaying this thing that can literally boost your confidence is more time that you have no confidence. You know what I mean? It's like, say you want to get into school, you want to get better at studying and all that stuff, but it's like you're literally procrastinating the studying. Of course, you're going to have the bad grades. Of course, you're not going to feel as smart because the thing that literally could benefit you, you're pushing it off. And so that's how I would say it. That's how I would explain that it would affect your mental health and really your long-term goals, because like I said, it's the long as the name. You know what I mean? It's like whatever you're not working on now, of course you're not going to have it in the future because you're not working on it now. So that's why I would say that just procrastinating is just not good. Like we have to get out that mindset of always, trying to be perfect, trying to wait for this, wait for that. Because like I said, you of course are thinking about it every day. You of course want it. You of course are seeking it, meaning it could benefit you, but it's like you won't ever get the benefits or reap the benefits because you continue to push it off. And that's what I wanted to say for number three. And so for the fourth one that I want to talk about is that we have to learn to build discipline over time. And I would say a specific example for me would be like working out. Like I always find it funny that people are like, they struggle with getting into working out, doing this, they want to work out more. But it's like, once you build up that discipline and you build it in your routine, it becomes so easy because like now, like for example, I had to edit my weekend vlog and I couldn't even work out all last week. When I tell you like this week, I'm like eager to do it. Like that's that discipline. I mean, like it doesn't feel right not working out. Even when I had told y'all my had gym had closed, for that whole month, I was so irritated and pissed off because it's like it just does not feel right. I've went to the gym, been active in the gym since like early high school, so it's like it's literally part of my routine, and that's that discipline. It's the same thing. Like I know some people take like super long breaks off of YouTube, and I understand if you've been consistent for so long, but I don't know. It's like even though I've been busy this week, I was busy last week. We had homecoming. It's just like it just don't feel right not dropping the video, knowing I have the time, knowing I can do it. But it's like that's that discipline within me. You know what I mean? And it even comes for other stuff. Sometimes I do like Bible study, and even then, like I'll be like, dang, I ain't Bible study in a minute. But it's like that's that discipline, that's that routine. I'll sit there and be like, oh, I haven't read in a minute. I'll be like, dang, I should have been finished with this book because that's that discipline in me. Like I know that I have a routine. I know that I can get into that flow state, that mode where I'm just knocking this out, knocking that out. But once again, it's that procrastination. And yeah, for another part, oh yeah, that's what I specifically want to focus on is that like it gets easier as you go, with praying to God, with getting into God, with doing YouTube, getting into the gym. Like as you do it, once again, like I said, we got to start. We can't keep waiting on that perfect moment. But as you keep on doing those things, they get easier. Even a lot of my friends, they'll be like, oh, how do you edit hours of the day? Or how do you, I tell people like I spend the whole day editing. They'll be like, "How you do it?" And I'll be like, "That's that discipline." Like I didn't got used to it now. Like it's literally part of my routine to edit forever, spend 7, 10 hours. Like it's literally part of my routine. And I would definitely say like wherever you want to get into business, reading, wherever you dream of, you just have to start. I'm telling you, once you start, it's just like this. It gets easier, 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 and easier, and then boom, it's just your routine and you just flow. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say for number four, and we're going into number five. And so for our last point, and I kind of hinted this on with the mental health thing, but start asking yourself of why. Start asking yourself a why, because that's what I realized with procrastination. Like, if you really wanted to do it, you think about it every day. It's like it's always in the center of your mind. Why? Why don't you want to get to the gym? Are you scared? Like, literally, are you scared? Like, that's what we have to start asking ourselves, because it was like, if you did have the confidence, if you did believe in yourself, and you did have that self love for yourself, when you have already done it. And so that's why I'm like, it's always at some point, like I said, we do the plan, and then at some point there's always that underlining, like, what really is the truth. And so that's why I'm like, we sometimes have to start taking accountability of our own and being honest with ourselves, because we know we're pushing this off, but why? I would say, I think I spoke about this one time in one of these videos, but like, for studying with me, I used to push off studying all the time, because once again, I would just be like, oh, I don't have the time to study. I'm going to study here, study there. But what it really was, the underlying truth was because I just didn't have that confidence in myself. I would always think I was going to fail. I always thought that I was like dumb at some point, but it's like, I wasn't doing the things to make me smarter. I wasn't organize my time to study. I wasn't looking up and spending time to find better study habits. So I'm like, it's stuff like that. Like, there's always an underlying thing. It's always, is it the low confidence? Are you scared? Is it the fear of failure? Is it the perfectionism? Like, what is it? Is it comparison? Do you not want to start something because you're not going to be like this person? Like, what really is it? And so that's why I'm like, we always have to sometimes dig down. I always tell people this. We always want to complain about it's the environment or an external situation or it's somebody, but sometimes we have to look in. We have to look in. Let's look in. We do have to take accountability. We have to be honest, because you're supposed to do that task. You're supposed to do that homework. You should have studied. It's what, February? You should have been in that gym. So I'm like, it's little things like that. Like, you're supposed to Bible study. Come on now, tell the truth now. You should have been at church. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. You know, it's today's Sunday. Did you go to church? It's simple things like that. Like, it's always something underneath. I remember even, I think one of my friends, when she was talking about, she wanted to get into God and stuff. Like, some people are literally scared of being judged by others, or thinking God won't accept them, or God doesn't love them. I'm like, that's what it is. It's always something underneath. And that's what I want to say for number 5. And so that was all the points I wanted to say. I like to keep these videos short, sweet, and simple. Y'all let me know if what I'm saying is making sense, because I low-key feel like I'm rushing, because y'all know I love an hour vlog. I love a 50-minute vlog. So y'all let me know if y'all are getting these points. I be trying to talk fast. I really have a timer here, so we move quick, because I'd love to have a 50-minute talking video. We're not doing it. That's a vlog. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys understood this. I pray that whatever you guys want to pursue, if it's now or in the future, that you get it. Once again, I mean, it is February, so the year done already been started, but still, we still got so many months to go. So, hey, it's better to start now than later. And we're not going to go into 2026 saying, well, I should have did this, should have did that. We had a whole year. You had a whole 12 months. I don't know how many minutes is in one year. I don't know how many seconds is in one year. We got 365 days, 12 months. You got all this time, so I need you to go ahead and start, okay? Going to start that business, start that YouTube. You know what I mean? Start that YouTube, start that business, start posting. You want to be a content creator, make that content. You want to get to God, go to church. Okay, let's start. I want to hear no more. Oh, I should have been did this, should have been did that, because it's February. Time ticking. Okay. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys understood these points. I was trying to talk as fast and as precise as I could, because like I said, y'all know I love an hour video. So but yeah, hope you overcome procrastination. Y'all let me know down below what the topics you want me to like visit or talk about. And yeah, continue to like, comment, subscribe. We're almost to 500 subs, so make sure y'all subscribe. I've been seeing on my analytics that some of y'all is not subscribed, so I need y'all to subscribe, okay? Yeah, let's go and wrap this up. This don't need to be a 10-minute part. And yeah, so continue to like, comment, subscribe, road to 500 subs, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.